is near, my darling. The end is near, my friend. The end is near, my darling. So you better take my hand and then sing this song together. Song about the end. The end is near. The end is near, my friends. Oh yeah.
So, you think you can make it in the world of Constructor? Your predecessor was not up to the job. You think you can cope with the demands of the city council and the mob, let alone those annoying tenants?
I'll get it in the neck if I don't explain some of the basics to you. Your ever-important cursor is controlled using the left stick. You can push-scroll the map by moving to the sides of the screen.
So, you think you can make it in the world of Constructor? Your predecessor was not up to the job.
I'll get it in the neck if I don't explain some of the basics to you. Your ever-important cursor is controlled using the left stick. You can push-scroll the map by moving to the sides of the screen. Well, there's no flies on you, are there? You can move the camera view around using the right stick on its own. Why don't you have a look around now? You can zoom right out by holding R2 and pulling down on the right stick. Well done. You're not as daft as you look. You can zoom back in by holding R2 and pushing up on the right stick.
This is your HQ, centre of all things important. You'd best protect it. Rather than standing around picking your nose, let's get going by selecting this geezer. Point your cursor at his feet and press the X button. This is your foreman. You can move him around by pointing where you want him to move to and pressing square. And here they come. Your workers have finally got out of bed to do some hard graft. Send your foreman to the beacon we've just placed outside the HQ entrance by pointing and pressing the square button.
Righto.
His work team will always tag along.
Righto. 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 Righto.
That was a long walk, wasn't it? Every foreman can have a work group of up to 5 workers. If you have a full group, they'll be far more efficient. So you'd better add 2 more workers to this guy's team. Select the flashing Work Team button and make the group up to 5 workers. Select Spare Workers on the right to fill the team up to 5. And then choose the... Great job! You're getting the idea with these flashing icons. Right, enough of all this poncing about. Time to do some building. Let's start by... The lumber yard will be your first resource, which is handy for a plank like you. Position the cursor over where you want to build. If the cursor is red, that is... Would you look at that? A brand spanking new building site. To view the site, to start working on this building, bring your men onto the site. This can be done by simply clicking. Watch them build. It's a real delight. If these guys keep up their day job, they'll gain experience and become much more reliable. Congratulations. Congratulations! You have finished your first lumber yard. To restock it, move a work team into the building.
Righto,
The lumber yard
eh?
will be your source of wood for years to come. Press X whilst
Righto,
hovering over the
righto.
building foundations, or click the new icon that's appeared on the left-hand side of the screen. To speed up wood production, you can call a second team into the building.
Tea break.
Eh? Righto.
You've made enough of a racket, but now we've got enough wood to start
Righto,
building our
do
next
what, eh?
property. Go to the estate agent to see your new choices.
Hello?
There are now more choices of buildings you can create. Click on the Homes icon. You now have access to 3 low-grade tenant houses. We want you to build a log cabin, which will fit neatly beside your lumber yard. You can change the selected building type by using the directional buttons. Press the X button to place site. Well, that one's squeezed in nicely. Now you need to call a work team to finish the job.
Do
If your
righto.
teams are busy, click on your foreman using X and move him to the site by pointing and clicking square.
Righto,
Whilst people are
righto.
inside a building, a flag appears outside. You can click on the base of his brown flag using X to select him. We should have this new house knocked up in no time. Well done. Your first home has been completed and is ready to be rented out
Righto.
for the first time. Congratulations on your first tenant house, even if it is a bit naff. To look inside, this place is obviously empty. To put a tenant in this house, click on the Appoint Tenant icon. There are 5 levels of tenant, from the riffraff to the... Take this dodgy-looking pair. I think it's best we use the other couple. These slobs will do exactly what we need. They'll breed like rabbits to
Hello?
create extra workers and tenants.
Oi! Hello?
Oi! They've moved in and made themselves at home. Don't you love what they've done with the decor? These slobs are the lowest level of tenant that you can get. They're good for breeding quickly, are quite noisy and can cause problems for their neighbours. But as long as you don't annoy them, they can be fairly self-contained and don't expect too much in the way of luxuries. These areas give you information about the house and its tenant. Currently, these guys are paying rents, but we need to expand our empire and there you go. Your bundle of joy is on its way. This display shows you how long before your worker will report for duty at your HQ. To make your tenants a bit more active in the bedroom and deliver your children quicker, I suggest you upgrade their bedroom. There are 4 rooms in this gaff. Each of these rooms has a different benefit, such as increasing life expectancy, relieving... What a dump! There are 7 stages for each room that must be better than this. Select Upgrade Room to start redecorating. You will need to call a work team inside the building to complete the upgrade. Marvellous! You will notice that the birth rate has improved. The faster the dial goes round, the quicker the next baby will appear. Just like in real life. They do slow down as they produce more children, but the happier they are, the quicker they breed, and more rent they are willing to pay. Everyone wants a nice garden to go with their house, so let's start by improving the fence. At the moment, you only have a limited selection of fences available. This tenant particularly likes the privet hedge. Of course. Please select and purchase it. You need to get those lazy workers off their tea break and out into the yard to do some more work. Please call them back out. Each fence has a different defensive ability, as well as being aesthetically pleasing for your tenants. That looks much better and will keep your tenant happy. Now let's leave the house and have a look around.
You can quickly see what each house is producing. Rent, workers... Now we need to teach you how to look after your estates. Let's introduce you to one of our other characters,
Alright,
the
calm down.
repairman. Please select this fine gentleman over here. Your repairman's a right spanner. If you switch on auto repair, he will circle around all of your buildings on his current estate, repairing them one after another for you. Tidy. Alternatively, you can manually prioritise his work by moving him inside a particular building. Hello. What's going on here? This dude looks like he's up to no good. Someone has stolen some resources from your site on
Hello?
Katie Swallow's
Righto.
estate. It
Righto.
might not be too late to catch him
Right,
and
my
get them
son.
back.
Too late! He's disappeared down your tube station and he seems to have stolen all your wood. You'll need to restock that place. Get one of your teams back inside your lumber yard.
Daybreak.
Righto.
Looks like something is kicking off in here. Let's have a look inside the house.
Some people are never happy. They've sent a complaint letter to the council. Oi! Your factory's been going day and night.
They're obviously not happy living next to a loud factory. Better keep them sweet by getting your work
Hello?
team out of there.
Righto.
Hello.
Righto. Eh?
That was easy to deal with. They're not always as simple as that, however much you have. Use the directional buttons to browse through the available estates, or click on them directly. The larger the estate, the more expensive it'll be. Please select the Brompton estate. Now we've got some more land, you can finally build your next home. Go back into your estate agent and see what's available. Now it's time to create another of the tenant homes. Once you have created at least one of each, it will unlock more variety. Please select a simple lodge this time. Right. Now get those work teams on site to finish the building off.
Righto. 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 Righto.
Now you need to put a tenant in this new lodge. Please use the slob tenants again, like before.
Oi!
Hello.
Oi!
Each tenant has a certain life expectancy. You have a limited number of tenants, so you must breed more.
Well done. Now, to speed up the breeding process, you should improve their bedroom like last time. Now, please improve their fence to keep them happy. A picket fence would look very nice. OK, if you're ready to move on, then we need to build the final low-grade property. A larger garden will please your tenant more and make it easier to decorate the garden with objects. You can push out the edges of the plot by holding R2 and pressing the directional buttons. Once happy with the location of your Soweto hut, place it by pressing X. Now, get one of your work
Righto.
teams on site to finish this building off. Due to the high quality of your shacks, the council surveyor is going to let you build some proper houses after you've built the cement yard. This house now needs a tenant who will start paying us rent. We have a business to run. It is possible to force tenants to pay more rent. Doing this will make them less happy, which may cause you problems, so be careful. Now, let's push their rent up by at least 25%. To make sure you keep track of what's going on in the world when inside a building, you can toggle the radar on and off. To look after these new houses, please select your other repairman.
What do
Move
you
him
want?
to the Brompton estate and set him auto-repairing.
Hello.
I think it's time to buy another larger estate to give you room to expand your empire. Please buy the Beaverbrook estate on the world map screen. After building all the level 1 tenant houses, you can now build a cement factory on your new plot of land. Select the cement factory via the estate agent and build this now. Now it's time to finish the building off. Get one of your work teams on site and start building. You don't have enough resources to finish the building. You will need to send a work team back to the resource to restock it before work continues. The cement works has been finished and is now up and running. Now start some real
Righto.
buildings. We ought to get another one of them
Righto.
repairmen circling
Do
this
what,
estate,
eh?
but we don't have any spare. Here's how to knock it. If you click on the HQ icon in the top left using the square button, it will scroll the map to its location. Alternatively, using the X button will take you straight inside. This is your HQ screen, which allows you to monitor how many people. In here, you can also convert workers into other characters. Convert 3 spare workers into a... Now, set this new repairman to auto-repair on the Beaverbrook estate.
Hello. Hello.
We now need a gadget factory to start manufacturing products to keep your tenants happy. Select the gadget factory and place it on your new estate. Now, get one of your work teams on site to finish this building off. Your factory has been completed. The gadget factory can be accessed by... Welcome to your gadget factory. Here you can build... Planting trees in your tenants' gardens will give them the shade they need to dodge the sun's rays. It'll stop them complaining too. Select the trees icon. You will need to call a work team into the building to complete the production. It's a shame money doesn't grow on trees that quickly. Now that they're in stock, please put... Once you have placed all the objects that you wish to, press circle to exit the mode. Oh yes, I can smell their green fingers from here. Now return to the gadget factory to see what else will improve your tenants' lives. More gadgets are now available. The Okie Kokie 2000 is a state-of-the-art personal computer which will enrich child education. Now, let's get one of these delivered to your posh Soweto hut. Select the Deliver button, target the Soweto hut, and press square to begin the delivery. Plug and play. Let's go inside and check the gadget screen to see if they've turned it on correctly. Oh my! You can really see the 256 colours in all their glory. Gadgets can also be collected by the tenant himself. Now, with the computer installed, this property is able to produce next-level tenants. This level 2 tenant will be the perfect choice for our state-of-the-art bungalow. So let's go build one whilst we wait for the whippersnapper to mature. I've always wanted a bungalow. Get your work team on site to build it. Production has halted. An enemy spy has wandered on your workers.
What? What? What?
Good job. Now to just finish off the building work. Now, time to get an appropriate tenant for this little box. Select either of the level 2 tenants. Punk
Listen,
or
you.
students. Hey, the choice is yours.
Listen, you.
These guys will happily pay their rent every month. Good neighbours. Happy tenants. What sort of a landlord are you? You won't get into the Masons if you carry on like this. Things in Constructor. To take over a property. Take your foreman and his team to the beacon outside the gate of the enemy house.
Righto.
Hovering over the beacon and pressing square. Your foreman at this house by hovering over the footprint and pressing square. Once he has demolished the entire fence, house will be yours. Oh dear. I walked you into that one, I'm afraid. We're obviously going to need some underhand tactics of our own. We now have access to the hippie commune, home of the half-wit. Let's get one of those knocked up quick smart. These undesirable abodes take quite a lot of resources, so make sure you have enough and get your work team on site. You don't have enough resources to finish the building. You will need to send a work team back to the resource to restock it before work continues. These undesirable abodes take quite a lot of resources, so make sure you have enough and get your work team on site. So, boom. Look at this rebel, the future of mankind. God help us. These undesirable abodes take quite a lot of resources, so make sure you have enough and get your work team on site. Now, let's take a look inside the hippie commune by clicking on the base of the building. Someone has stolen some resources. You seem to have got the lazy bugger out of bed. You can choose what to use him for by clicking on the pictures. Let's have us a street party. You can guide this dimwit by pointing where you want him to walk to and pressing square. Let's start a party outside. He's a bit slow, I'm afraid. Watch him go. That should keep people distracted. So let's try taking that house over again, using your foreman. Please select a foreman and target the house using square.
Hey,
You can speed up the process by using multiple foremen. Well done. You successfully took over that house. You should sell it now to make a quick buck. Go inside the house and click on the Sell House icon. Right, I think I've spent enough of my precious time trying to teach you the ropes. You, my son, need to step up to the mark and take over day to day.
righto.
Oh my good God!
Righto.
What on earth is going on here? I'll leave you alone for 5 minutes and utter mayhem. Undesirable characters are rampaging about the place, destroying our property empire.
Aw, bad luck. Your HQ was blown to smithereens. Sweet dreams, sucker.
Build, build, build! Well done. Your first home has been completed and is ready to be rented out for the first time. Building a variety of types of houses would expand your choices in the future.
Listen here, my darling, and listen here, my friend. And listen here, my darling, so you better take my hand and sing this song together. Song about the end is near, my friends. Oh yeah.
Nice bit of interior decorating, old boy. Very in vogue. For 1972... started to complain. You can see his complaint. Gordon! One of your tenants has started to complain. You can see his complaint by clicking on the flashing icon to the left. What on earth is going on here? I leave you alone for 5 minutes and utter mayhem is broken out.
What do you want? What do you want?
Aw,